Welcome to my project ideas. This is an ongoing series on SAP UI5 projects. And in this video, we'll learn how to do an integration of Google Analytics with SAP UI5. So certainly you need to have basic knowledge of Google Analytics, how to create an account on Google Analytics and how to create a GA ID on Google Analytics. So that is something that we will not cover, but certainly we'll add links in the description of the video where you can just go through these steps and create your own Google Analytics account. And thereafter you need to have IDE access. You can have Business Application Studio or you can have Web ID. Both will work. And then you need to have certainly basic knowledge of SAP UI5. So the steps of integration is very simple. You create a blank project and then you write a simple code for analytics, and then you generate keys in Google Analytics and do the configuration. And the rest is all automatically taken care by Google Analytics. So we'll jump to an article. The article is written by us, and the link of the article will be also added in the description of the video. In this article, we have covered all the theoretical steps. So like the configuration that you have to do, right? And then the integration step by step, what exactly we have done. And then we have covered the, individual pages code of UI5 application and then shown the output. So you can go through this article. The same concept we'll discuss in this video. If you see, we have covered everything here. And this is something that will look before the tracking starts, and this is something that looks after the tracking starts. So yeah, and this is the Google Analytics account. This is my personal account, and in this particular account, if I go to admin, and then I can see the tracking ID here, right? UA6314318-5, the same tracking ID I have used in my particular demo. Yeah. And if I go to this particular part where I can track the real time, you know, uh, tracking that I'm going to do on my portal, the real time tracking I can see here. So as of now it is zero, right? No one is active on the website. And also it will show the real time location. So I'm in India. I'm currently in New Delhi NCR. So I can just Google it here. My current location, right? You see, my current location as per Google also is near Delhi NCR. Exactly, I'm in Noida right now. So if I close this particular tab and now I'll go back to the code. So very first thing that you do is like you create a blank application and then you add a small script, a script that is required to, integrate the Google Analytics tag manager with your UI application. Yeah. So once you're done with this particular step, then you add a tracking.js file. So we have created a folder called JS. Inside that we have tracking.js, and this code you can just copy and paste. We have already added this code in this particular article, right? So here we are performing two things. We have only integrated the first part, not the second part. So the first part is where we actually, start the integration or start the tracking. And second part is where you can also perform some events, like you can track the click events, right? So for that you do to do some different configuration over Google Analytics. Since we have not done, so we have not integrated that part. I have not shown even in the demo. So we'll skip this, but we have provided the code in case you want. So once you're done with this particular page creation tracking.js, you can integrate it. You can just call it directly in the controller, that the way we have done here, or even you can make it global via manifest.json. So this manifest.json will have no impact in our particular demo, but still we are showing. So like this in resources, you can add like this. So this is JS and this is the tracking.js. So yeah, so once you're done with these three files, you go to view, and in that we have added a button that will actually instantiate, right? It will start the analytics process. So we have just given a simple text, an icon, and a plus button. And when you click on plus button, simply we just call it tracking. So this is the file test is the name of the application, right? JS is the folder and tracking is the file. So we are actually calling this file, and within this file we have a function track page view, right? Track page view. And in this function is actually given by Google itself. So we need to just change this value. This will be my tracking ID. So as you can see, in the admin I've already shown, right, the tracking ID. Same tracking ID I've copied and pasted here. Fine. So once we are done with all these activities, you can just click on the application and run the application. Fine. And if you go to the analytics, it is zero, right? I'll just go back and click this button. And now the analytics will be instantiated. And now you will see one, right? And if I scroll down, my current location is also shown here. So this is how, okay, one more thing. The active page is also shown, right? So you see, this is something like this only. This is the URL. Even the URL is being tracked. So in this way, you can actually track everything from your UI5 application and show it in Google Analytics. I hope this video is helpful and we'll meet in another video. Thank you very much.